And the rumor is that the Forlorn moved on to, what do you call it, Dark Souls 3? Because the Forlorn exists in the painting, which makes sense, if you think about it. Because they have no place to go. Think about it. So since Aldia created these people that had nowhere to go and no place to stay transient, they found their way into the painting. And in doing so, they became something else. Some other thing. And that's kind of where the crows and stuff come from, really. Or not the crows. What are they? Those like mantis fucking people or whatever? Oh, excuse me. They're like... What are they? They're like grasshoppers. Or like locusts, right? That's what the Forlorn become in Dark Souls 3. So the lore for Dark Souls 2 is it actually is in Dark Souls 3. There's a lot of it actually. Like the Ring City is heavily inspired by Dark Souls 2.
All people come here for the same reason.
No, the Ring City in Dark Souls 3, bro. You remember that whole area in the Ring City where you're going through? Remember Gale's praying to the Mother of the Forlorn? Right? Because they're talking about Priscilla, the one that welcomed the Forlorn to the Painted World. And they ended up dwelling there and becoming the Crow people, basically. That's what the Forlorn ended up becoming. And at the same time, the Crow Demon from the Painted World is in this game. There's only one, though, because she doesn't belong in this world. Think about it. She doesn't belong in this world. She's the only Crow Demon in the whole entire game. She's the one that does boss weapons, right? And the whole time she's making dolls similar to that to get into the Painted World. Is it a mistake? No. It's all tied together. The lore is completely tied together. Weird as shit, but it is there. This is basically Dark Souls, but done in a way that's like literally set in a different world in a way. Yeah, because if you activate the lady that makes the boss weapons, the Crow Lady, right? And you go back to her house, you find a bunch of dolls that look a lot like the peculiar doll. Because she's trying to enter into the Painted World. Using the doll. Because each has its own iteration, its own painting. And that's the way they traverse between worlds, the Forlorn do. Between paintings. You choose a different ending in this game? If you have to do Aldia's ending in order to change it. Aldia has a lot of work to do, basically. Aldia is the dark ending. I think there's only 2 endings in the game, though. At least I remember there only being 2 endings. In order to do Aldia, you have to hit all 5 primal bonfires and do a bunch of extra shit, basically. But yeah. The Forlorn has its roots in this game, but ultimately ends up in all the games, somehow. It's weird. And of course, the Forlorn were real at one point, just not in the sense that Dark Souls created the concept for the Forlorn. So that's why Forlorn Night is very specific. It's about a person that has no place to stay and has abandoned all, you know, their version of honor, basically. It's basically the most gothic fucking knight you can meet. It's basically what a Forlorn Knight is. with no sense of self-preservation, because whatever they're doing is basically impossible to overcome.
Please stop this. Please stop this. Ah! I've no choice now.
The cheese is the bastard, yeah. We didn't get the bonfire. See, Aldea's ultimate goal was a noble one, but ultimately he ended up doing some really grotesque things to try to accomplish that goal. That's kind of the problem with Aldea's perspective. Deshandra, on the other hand, in this game, she's super evil. She's a very evil person who took a king who had some value in his own life and basically, you know, turned him into nothing. Kind of like, you know, you've seen it in real life where somebody meets someone and they basically drain them and turn them to a dark side of their own life. And that's basically what happens with Deshandra and the king in this game. Basically, she takes everything he is because she has the greed to control what was his, to bring about a natural order of things, just not natural. Like, and that's why it's funny, because you know, people will ask me like, well, who's the good guy in Dark Souls? You know, I heard the Sunlight dudes are all good dudes. It's like, no, not really, because Gwyn was an evil individual. He had noble pursuits. His idea was noble, to make it so that people couldn't die, basically. He wanted his kingdom to live forever, which is, I mean, it's a noble thing and it's beautiful in concept, but in reality, in nature, it's completely disgusting. It's against nature, basically. So in order to do so, he achieved that. He prolonged the fire longer than he should have. And that's what gave rise to the undead, which ultimately ended up being his undoing anyways. Before it was prophesized anyways, you know what I mean? But still. So, Gwyn isn't a good guy. He never was a good guy. Because of his pursuits. And that's why darkness, I feel, is probably the best way to choose, like, anything in the realm of the Souls formula, because darkness will bring order to it. It may not be fun to have to transition or change or end something, but ultimately everything has its life and death. That's basically the moral in that specific facet of it. And the way to champion that is by... Dude. The way to champion that is by overcoming difficulties. That's like one of the most specific things Miyazaki inherently knocks home on games. You know what I mean? To overcome difficulties. And to become comfortable with the idea of ending those situations. So, like, even at the most fundamental concept of the philosophical perspective of these games, you gotta think about this. You start as a person with no humanity. And in order to regain who you are, you have to kill gods. You have to overcome the impossible, achieve the impossible. Basically, you're nothing but a lowly undead person with no humanity whatsoever to your name. And you're charged to go and murder gods to do so, to get your humanity back, to regain it. I was getting a phone call. So overcoming obstacles is very specific in these games. You know what I mean? And then through the battle and the trial of doing the things that seem impossible, then eventually you end up regaining your humanity and who you really are, to some extent. It's a gift that has to be earned. It's not a gift that is given to you, essentially. So that's why, like, I love these games philosophically, like on a philosophical perspective. It's pretty intense. Very stoic, very, you know, there's lots of it. There's lots of different things that go into it. And that's why, like, with Elden Ring, stuff like Elden Ring, like, the base concept, if you're a Souls player, you understand it. But if you're new to the series or the franchise or whatever you want to call it, you won't necessarily grasp the inherent depth of what the story actually means. It's just a fantasy setting, and you're, you know, going killing gods and all this shit, right? But there's a lot more to it than just killing gods. It's about finding yourself, about finding your ability to overcome the impossible. And that's one of the things that always brings me back to playing the Souls games, is the inherent story by just playing it, the experience of playing the games. So I don't get tired of playing these games because I love them, like on a deeper level than I love a lot of things. I have a deep personal relationship with these games. And it's something that can't be replicated by anything else I've ever done. You know, like fictionally at least. Or in the realm of like a non-physical, you know, situation, but... The terminology I was looking for is existential. You know what I mean? Being an existential, like, story, kind of, really. Because technically it's like post-apocalyptic medieval. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not the traditional medieval fantasy Skyrim. There's always an evil that's going to end the world. Don't get me wrong. Like, in these games, it's usually how it goes. But it does, you don't feel it on the same depth that you feel it in these games. This game really brings that home. Like, on another level. But ultimately, you get to choose whether or not you're going to be the one that snuffs out the life in the universe. So, it's kind of crazy. It takes the role-playing element to a higher degree, in my opinion, because of that. Now everybody's all quiet. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. I'm talking too much about the philosophical perspective of Dark Souls. I'm sorry, I'll shut up. Nah, keep going. But yeah, that's why people are like, dude, it's just a game, and it is just a video game. It's just a piece of entertainment. I get it, but what it represents, like I said, game purity, man. You know, story-wise, there's a deep meaning behind what this game represents. There really is, like, stuff you can't replicate in other media forms, you know what I mean, in this game. What it's all about. Yeah, I agree. You're welcome, Richie. Yeah. Yeah, the boss, dude, the first time you fight him, his hitboxes are broken, dude, so don't feel bad. I know exactly what you mean. He's a piece of shit, dude. That's why I just fucking do that every time, because fuck him. I can fight him without getting hit and without rolling now, because of how stupid that boss fight is. And it's not because I'm really good at the game, it's because I died probably more times than you did. So... Really? Shit. What'd you get? Butter is buttery, butter is so buttery, baby. Sing the praises of butter. Get on the train of butter. The butter train, it's going to New Jersey. The butter train. I've been on the butter train. I tell you what, it's the best train I've ever been on. Lots of butter. Hey, buddy, turn around, dude. I don't want to go over there. Come on, dude. Give me some shit. Go this way. Come here, dude. What are you fucking doing? He's going so far away, dude. And then he'll slowly turn around, this guy. There he goes. That right there is a trap. You see those barrels? Those all explode. If he hits them, they explode. If you get next to it, explode. You see how there's those gaps right there? You will fall off and die. That's why I don't run up there and fucking hit them, because why would I do that, man? You know? Do you see me? I'm right here. Look at, yeah, good job.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Of course it's going to New Jersey? Yeah. No shit. See you in New Jersey. This barrel is finicky as shit. That's why I always buy these stupid ass fire bombs. Oh, of course. Speaking of shit, speaking of the Forlorn, here we go. Was it worth it? Probably not, but whatever. Well, that's let's go back to the little room. It's a little safer in there than it is out here. The little casita. Ven aquí de casita, niño. No, mamá. No. No, mamá. No. No, mamá, no. Ven aquí, niño, cabrón. No, mamá. Perdóname, mamá. No. Ven aquí. Mamá, no. Ven aquí.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
If you don't speak Spanish, what I was doing is I was doing a little kid, and his mom's like, "Get over here, you little bastard!" And he's like, "He's like, no, mom, I don't want to go over there," because he knows she's gonna whoop his ass. That's basically what that was. Because he got in trouble. Basically what that meant. Oh fuck you guys, really? Come here. She's fitting to whip his ass, that's why. %40 of the Spanish. I didn't even say much in Spanish, though.
So, right? Yeah. Flame.
We're gonna be a weeb today.
Yeah, flame.
It's time to weeb out, boys. Yeehaw, buckaroo. Ladies love the Spanglish. It depends. Soy güerito, so yeah. When you're a güerito and you're like, ven aquí. ¿Cómo estás? You know, like if you like get like sweet and shit, and you're a güerito, yeah. That's all you need, boy. That's all you need, bro. Just saying. That's all you need. They love them güeritos, dude, especially when they're fluent.
Take this. Go. That you will never.
Was it 16? I don't remember. I think so.
So that.
Oh, we didn't buy the key. going to be... Okay, be careful. Don't strain yourself, please. Don't strain yourself.
And they're not, well, not equipped. I'll be around if you make it back.
I'll be around if you make it back. That dude's such a dick. He's a dick ass. Let's level up one more time. I don't know, should I just go kill the rotten now? Maybe. We can wait, I guess. I'll go the other way first. 15. Let's do 15 here. Endurance a little bit higher. That should be perfect. No soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán. Va la bamba. Hey guys, I'm not a sailor, I'm the captain. That's literally all that song's about. I'm not just a member, I'm the president. Hair club for him. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Dude, I hate these apps that just randomly fucking like show up on your phone. You're like, where the fuck did this come from? I don't understand that shit, dude. Like, you ever just, like, look and, like, you're like, where did this app come from? Somebody's fucking following me or some shit. Stealing my nudie pics from my fucking hard drive and shit. My dirty-ass nudie pics. I send to random truckers on the road, you know? Fucking weirdos. Keep your eyes shut. Jesus is watching. Buckle in. Jesus is taking you to the afterlife, my friend. No soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán. I'm so hot, man. Fuck, I need to turn on the fan. Let me do that real quick. It's fucking hot in here. Woo! I'm back. When are you gonna play Baldur's Gate 3? Never. Are you gonna play Baldur's Gate 3? Nope. Why not? Because I'm playing other games. Jimmy. Get it, boy. Get it, tree boy. Tree boy, here. Have a tree boy. I know, me too. It's sad, right, that you'd be happy about something like that, but I'm fucking happy. I'm happy about that. I fucking honestly didn't want it to win Game of the Year, so it's not that great. I'm tired of us pretending like it is. It's a big ass katana, right? Like for being, it's supposed to be an Uchi. Like Uchi's much smaller than this. It's too big, dude. I think it's too big. Are you fucking serious, dude? It's funny how many people trash this game that have never played it. The game is terrible. It's like, have you tried it? No, I don't want to. Yeah, that sounds like you. Afraid to try new things. What else is new?
Son, where'd you find this?
Nachka Soul. After the next fight, we have to raise our strength to 10. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I guess we should. Yeah, no, maybe we should. Just to be safe. I mean, I like Cyberpunk, but there's reasons why I like Cyberpunk. I like the story in Cyberpunk mostly. Baldur's Gate, I haven't played the new one. I've played the old ones. The old ones are really good. It's just not my thing anymore. Like the top-down thing is like, nah, I'm not interested in doing it. I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago. It bores you, really? I like the story, dude, for Cyberpunk, but then again, I'm a Cyberpunk fan, so I like William Gibson, so I read William Gibson books, and that's kind of the reason why I like Cyberpunk. Get older, you care about games less? Keanu Reeves, yep. I mean, that's fair, too. to say that, it's true. As you get older, you care less about games. True. You don't do one-player games? Yeah, I don't like multiplayer games, so there you go. I think that's the thing. Either you like multiplayer games or you like single-player. I'm a single-player person. I like single-player games.
Not exact. Well, oh yeah.
So there you go. That's the main difference there.
Satisfied? I'll be around if you're... Seek the lest this...
Can't do competitive games? Yeah, I'm not a competitive game person. I never have been. I feel you on that one. Nothing against competitive games. They're pretty fun. I used to play them. I'm just not into them. Yeah, you can play with other people in Dark Souls, but you don't have to. That's the cool thing about Dark Souls. That's why I never play online, because I really don't care. Like, I get into PvP for, like, fits, and then I get fucking bored with PvP really fast, because there's really no point in continuing. Like, if I get to a certain skill level in PvP, I don't find it, how should I put it, entertaining anymore. I don't know what it is, I just don't find it entertaining. At least for myself. I guess I'm not into dominating people specifically, just dominating tasks. That's part of it. Yeah, dude, I did a lot of arena, a lot of PvP stuff. Like, last year, when I started getting into all that. I did a bunch, dude. Got pretty successful at it. Started getting pretty decent at it. The same with Dark Souls 3. Towards the end of Dark Souls 3's life, I was doing a lot of invasions and stuff. But then it gets boring for me. Like, I get really bored with that shit. So I just stopped doing it for a while, and then I'll go back to it. And then I'll relearn everything, and then I'll do it again. Like, you know what I mean? I did do a lot of PvP, I just don't anymore. I don't really see the point in it. Plus, PvP in Elden Ring isn't the most enjoyable experience either, by the way. Dark Souls 3 is where it's at, man. Dark Souls 3 PvP is fucking amazing. Elden Ring PvP is like, eh, you can do without it, you know? Yeah, the main thing with Elden Ring PvP is when it came out, it was so broken. Like, the builds for PvP were just not good. And then people started, they always do the same thing. It's always, they work with the most broken shit they can find first, so they can win. And then they find the most meta build you can use. And then it just ends up becoming the meta eventually. And then eventually something's patched, then they change the builds. It's always the same fucking thing, literally.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And that's what makes it boring. Like, it's always the same thing. That's literally it. You invade some dude, you either die or you kill him. Like, it's fucking boring. Duels are even more boring for me. I fucking hate dueling. Dueling is like the most boring PvP I could possibly do. I'm not a fan of it. Because you're only fighting one person, and to me that's not fun. So, unless it's a 2v2 on purpose, then I really don't see the point in dueling. I like fighting multiple people at once. I'm a fan of that. I don't like fighting one person. It's a good experience and it becomes addictive, but I get bored with it. I get what you're saying, though. It's always fun to kill 3 people, and then they're like, oh shit. And then you get the hate mail, you know? But that's all it is, though. There's nothing else there. That's pretty much all you got. You know what I mean?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, more about challenging myself and not challenging other people. That's kind of the thing. Like, my best opponent is me. Everyone else is secondary when it comes to challenging myself. Like, that's why I always push myself to do some crazy shit. Because it's never like, I gotta do it because this person's doing it, or I gotta do it because that person's doing it. I don't like to feel confined by the restraints of someone else's stuff. I like to do my own thing. And that's how I vibe, you know what I mean? It's so different. That's just how I vibe, basically. Because it has to do with, like, self-actualization, I guess, as opposed to becoming someone else. I don't know if that makes sense. Becoming my more genuine, authentic version of myself is my most poignant goal in life. And I don't think I can do that by basically trying to overcome other people. I can only do that by overcoming myself. What are we missing? Large? What? We're missing one large? Where the fuck did we miss it at? Oh, we gotta buy it. Like, everybody's path is different, you know? But for me, self-actualization comes from challenging myself and pushing myself. Not by challenging other people and pushing other people. Because then at the same time, I'm influenced by them. I'm not truly being my authentic version of myself. If that makes sense. I'm doing things based on other people's opinions and what the reactions are. And I feel like to be truly free of the shackles of this world, you have to basically do that. You have to shed what it takes, like what people say to you or what their opinion of what you're doing is. And if you can't truly do that, you're never truly free of the shackles of this world. At least in my opinion. You may have a different opinion of it, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But specifically to me, being a fucking host to someone else's opinions and to their, you know, I don't know, even their drama or their energy is something I don't want. And I've never wanted that. So that's why I do challenge runs. And I elevate my own skills to my own specific needs and wants and desires. And I don't worry about what other people are doing because of that. Does it make me better than anybody? It's just my route. That's basically what it comes down to. And I'm not saying that you have to do that. That's the way you have to do it. You find your own path. You find your own way. I don't do this that way. But that's just how I don't do it. That's up to you. It's kind of the reason why I didn't become a boxer. I actually had a choice when I was younger, because I started training in boxing when I was 12. So, like, I started martial arts when I was 5, okay? And I got into, like, boxing when I was around 12, 11 years old or whatever. My dad had a friend that was an ex-pro boxer. We started training. I started getting pretty okay at it. And something happened, and I can't remember what it was. But, like, it changed my mind to the point where I realized that the altercations I was going to have with other people weren't necessarily what I wanted and desired. In the sense of, like, the mentality of it. It wasn't like the physicality. I've always performed pretty high in general, physically, and I'm really good at learning patterns. And whatever I put my mind to, I can pretty much excel at it, right? But it was the mentality of it. You know what I mean? A lot of the mentality for a lot of people is that you have to basically own someone else. For me, that's not a thing. I don't like doing that. I'm not a fan of it. It's not part of who I am on the inside. I'm a very sensitive person. I may not seem like I am, but I'm only sensitive to certain things. I'm very caring. I'm a very caring person when it comes to other people. So it's just not for me. Stuff like that, owning people, destroying them, like, it's not my thing. I'm not into that. I do it because I have to protect myself sometimes, and that's normal. It's a facet of life, but I'm more the nurturing individual, personally. So I decided to go into bodybuilding instead, which I did for 20 years. So I did it for a long time. I've been bodybuilding for a long time. I haven't done it in like the last 2 years, but it was my favorite sport for a long time. Boxing is still my favorite sport though. I love boxing, specifically the era of the 90s and like pre-90s. Boxing is my favorite era of boxing. But we're talking like Julio Cesar Chavez, Roberto Duran, like, you know what I mean? That whole era of boxing I fucking absorbed, and I still adore it till this day, but... I think it also has to do with gang life. The thing is, too, like, being in a gang and, like, being surrounded by violence constantly makes you not want to be around it in general. Like, a lot of it gets glorified, you know, like it did at least on the news and TV and music and all this stuff. People talk about, like, the gang life. But what about, like, the people that don't want that? What about the people that don't want to be involved in violence? People like me. Like, I didn't want to fight anybody. I've been in a lot of fist fights on the street. I don't ever want to fight. I hate fighting. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Not a fan of doing it. But I had to do it to survive. And if I had to choose never to do it again, I would never do it again. I would never fight anyone. Physically, at least. But if I have to, I know how. You know what I mean? It's just... I don't like violence. I'm not a fan of it. And being, like, surrounded by violence when you're young is not good. It fucks with your brain. It makes you really... It makes you sick. It does. It makes you a sick person, dude. Like, it'll fuck you up real bad. And I don't want that for my daughter. I don't want her to be around that kind of shit either. So that's why, like I said, I mostly avoid violence as much as I possibly can. Distracts the ghosts in the forest. That's why I do it. dooby doo, baby bubble boo. You just really want me to chop that arm off, don't you? Shows up. Dick ass. Ruining my shit. Yeah, it's called bonfire setting. It automatically sets you into NG plus and respawns the boss. But every time you use one, it sets it to the next NG basically. But it also allows you to get more souls from it. From doing it. One of the coolest game mechanics that didn't make it in the other Dark Souls games for some reason, which I think Elden Ring would have benefited a lot from doing this. For some reason, they didn't put it in there or didn't see fit to put it in there for some reason. Especially with how long Elden Ring is, it's kind of a good idea. Actually, the dude that directed DS2 was a co-director on Elden Ring, so that's not necessarily the case. Yeah, the guy that directed this was co-director on Elden Ring. That's why you see a lot of Dark Souls 2 in Elden Ring. And the guy that directed this is actually a close personal friend of Miyazaki, who's actually the co-director, not co-director, the manager on this game. Miyazaki's actually the manager on this game, so he did work on this game technically, he just wasn't director. Yeah, he's in NG plus 2 right now, I think. Just a bonfire, yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
They could have put it in there. They could have put the stuff from this specific mechanic in it. They kind of did it with Sekiro, though, but not the same. With the, what is it? The those refighting boss things, like kind of like the boss rush thing. They kind of did that. but not the same. There were, like, if they were to put that in Elden Ring, it would have been perfect.
Damn,
What's up, Marius?
son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the director of this game was actually a really good friend of Miyazaki's and actually has a lot to do with Elden Ring. Like, a shit ton. A lot of the ideas in Elden Ring are from Dark Souls 2 as well, which is weird. Even the story is the same as Dark Souls 2. What's up, Wayne? Welcome. So we need 40 vigor. So we're gonna do it one more time. But we're gonna have to get the other bonfire set. Let's just go fucking ham, why not? Jar Jar Martin's weird horniness, yeah. That's why I say, because believe it or not, I think Elden Ring was more of that guy than they let on, because of the fact that they were working on 2 games already. I'm telling you right now, they've been working on another project. Miyazaki's been working on another project since 2020. He had to delegate some of the directorial stuff to other people. That's what he said he was going to do. Miyazaki said he was going to start delegating directorial stuff to other people. He already said this years ago, like after Dark Souls 3 came out, that he was planning on doing that. So I think a lot of Elden Ring isn't necessarily Miyazaki. There's a lot of Miyazaki in Elden Ring, but I don't think it's mostly
son,
Miyazaki.
where'd you
I think
find
there's
this?
a lot of different influences in Elden Ring that aren't just Miyazaki specific. Because that's why he had Armored Core made. Because there was another director that he was trying to put up so that he could start delegating other games, which makes sense. Because Miyazaki's already at the point where he has to focus on so much. And even in Dark Souls 1, he regretted being the director and the manager of the game. He said for like the producer and the manager and director was all basically him almost. So it's too much work for one man is what he said. And it's true. It really is. And he's right. You can't get the same precision of stuff if you're doing all jobs for yourself, basically. And of course, he worked really closely with the design team. Like, he vibed off of them. That's how he works. So he takes a lot of what he does really personal. So he will spend time with any person that he works with and will spend time developing ideas and shit with them. He's not above it. So he takes a lot of time and pride and effort in doing that shit. So it's too much work for him to do by himself. It really is. He needs other people to do the stuff, too. That's why they hired so many people at FromSoft, because of the amount of work that they were getting into.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The only ones that give Dark Souls 2 shit, honestly, is the community. They're literally the only ones who do it. And it's even got a better rating online than Dark Souls 1. Think about it. It's pretty hilarious. Even though Dark Souls 1 is arguably the better game to most people, Dark Souls 1 has a worse rating than Dark Souls 2. It doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I don't really care. You know? It is what it is. The only ones that give Dark Souls 2 shit are the community, quite literally. Duh, Brian, I'm glad you started Dark Souls 2. I didn't start at Dark Souls 2. It's funny, I started Dark Souls 1. This is still my favorite Dark Souls game. It's pretty hilarious. But I'm glad you started Dark Souls. It's a good game. Fight like 2 people or something. There's a lot of mob bosses in this game, Devin, so it could have been any number of fucking bosses. Ornstein and Smo. Throne Watcher and Throne Defender are like the last bosses, the only dual boss I can think of in this game. There's like a triple boss. There's like a group boss. There's like a gargoyle like fucking group boss. There's the freaking congregation group boss. There's the Grave Tender boss fight. There's lots of group bosses in this game. Oh yeah. You're talking about the Ruin Sentinels. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Ruin Sentinels. Yeah, those guys are fucking annoying, especially your first playthrough. Another thing too is, of course, if you don't level ADP, you can't roll through their shit, so you're gonna get smacked a lot. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Ruin Sentinels are annoying. Why do you think I learned how to play the game without rolling? It was because of the Ruin Sentinels. They fucking suck. Yeah, they're fucking annoying, man. They're stupid, like, because you're not expecting any of it. You're on a platform, you're fighting one, then one jumps up, and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, like, why? Why in Miyazaki? Yeah, I totally understand, dude. That boss fight's annoying. It's a clusterfuck, too, man. Especially when you get down there and you fight them all at once. That's like the worst shit ever. I think I want to go kill the Ruin Sentinels just for Devin. Just to get some revenge. I think let's go kill them right now. Oops, we didn't light the fucking fire. You need to do that, right? PT good. Sounds GG, Jane. Counter hit damage
Son,
though.
where'd
My
you find
God.
this?
Thank you kindly.
We really don't need these souls anymore, but whatever. It's a level endurance for a bit. Oh, we need this. Forgot. ADP needs to be at 30. Yeah, we need to put that to 30. Always ADP at 30. Every fucking time, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go kill Ruin Sentinels, because fuck them. Let's do it. This one's for Devin. Because fuck these guys. You hit me, you shit. Man, this weapon is so fucking good, bro. I love this weapon. This Uchi is really well done. The Uchis in all the games, though, are really good. I think it's mostly because of the Japanese company. Like, we need to make it really good. It's a Japanese weapon. We need to showcase how powerful it is. I could see that being a thing. Captain America move! Oh fuck! He means business. That one's for you, Devin. That hitless boss fight was for you, sir. Thanks for your support, buddy. Thanks for the GG. So they're releasing the trailer for GTA 6 right in December. That's what I heard. Is that true or no? Did anybody else see that posting about the GTA 6 trailer coming out in December? Hopefully it's not Starfield, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully they actually fucking do something with it. What it is, ho? What's up? I saw somebody posted something, but I couldn't read it. Was it you, Don, that typed in? What the fuck is it? What, am I missing words here? What is this shit? It's weird. They claim to. Okay, yeah. It was missing words. That was weird. I don't know, man. I hope it's like I said, because, like, don't get me wrong, like, Starfield's kind of a nostalgic experience. I get why people like it, but it is old, dude. It's an old-fashioned thing. They need to stay relevant. Starfield isn't relevant. It's just not. So hopefully GTA will be relevant and actually pretty decent. I wasn't a fan of GTA 5, though, so hopefully it's better than GTA 5. GTA 5 got boring really fast. And I just mean the single player experience. I never played online or any of that shit, so. Yeah, 4 was pretty okay. My favorite is Vice City, though. I like San Andreas a lot, though. San Andreas is really well done. It's definitely fun to play it. Yeah, 4 was better than 5, I agree. The combat system in 4 was crazy, bro. It, like, really went above and beyond the usual shit. You know what I mean? I just think they started getting really serious at 4, and that's kind of, like I said, I'm more into, like, what's it called? What's the word? Parodies of life and not real life. So, but they did have a lot of fun in there too, though, with the internet stuff and, like, the names of things and all that. The dating fucking shit was hilarious in GTA 4. Yeah, dude. Brian, yeah, dude. That's the problem. You just walk into a room, instantly die just because of that. And then you get, like, sometimes you get stuck in a kill loop. You know, a death loop, an endless death loop in GTA 4. You can't get out of. You remember that? I know I fucking had that problem a couple times in that game. That shit is funny. Yeah, getting frustrated. You're like, motherfucker! Motherfucker! So you gotta like load a fucking older save file so you don't end up dying in the same spot over and over again. Shit's funny, bro. Oh, GTA 5 is too easy to headshot. I thought you meant getting killed by the enemies. I misread what you were saying. Getting killed by the enemies in GTA 4 is what I was talking about. Because, like, they could kill you pretty easily in GTA 4. GTA 5, you just hide behind some shit and, like, you're fine. Yeah, headshot, 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 basically. But the thing I don't like about it is the missions, bro, are boring. GTA 5 has boring missions. It's too close to real life. Like, it gets too boring, like, really fast. Like, you even have to take a fucking shower, bro. Come on, it's a video game. Why the fuck do I want to take a shower in a video game? I can do that in real life. I do that in real life. What the fuck? I don't want to be doing this in a fucking game, bro. You know, and then, of course, like, the stories being split up in 3 didn't help. The only saving grace from 5 was Trevor. Because Trevor's batshit crazy. But other than that, there's really no saving grace in that game. It gets really boring really fast. I don't know if they'll do that because of the IP and publishing stuff. They tried to make like an open world MMO style Legacy of Kain game and it fell apart. So I don't know. Maybe it'd be cool if they did because I would love that. But we'll see. That dude took forever to die. He really did. And does anybody know if they're gonna fix Redfall ever, or is it always just gonna suck? Because somebody gifted it to me for free, and I don't want to play it until they fix it. Or is there any fixing that game, basically? Or is it just broken forever? Redfall's better now? How so? Because I saw some of the AI bugs and shit. They fix all that? Like, with the dudes getting stuck and not moving and all that? I don't know, GTA Online was one of those experiences I kind of missed out on. The only reason why I missed out on it, though, is because when they launched it, it was broken. And I played through most of GTA 5, like, before they fixed it. So I never got a chance to actually try the online GTA 5 shit. I don't know if it's any good. I know a lot of people love watching the roleplay crap in it. After the Abyssal release. Yeah, they had it hard, bro. Had it hard. What about Forspoken? Anybody want to watch me play Forspoken? It's on sale. Oh, Forspoken. The one I want to play, though, is I want to play Alan Wake. I really do, but I'm going to wait till after this run to do it. It's going to be like holiday season, though, so it's going to be weird playing Alan Wake like fucking December time. Forspoken disappointed you? You know it wasn't meant to be a standalone game, right? It was originally going to be a Final Fantasy game. You do know that, Don, right? You know the story with all that shit? It was just like a Final Fantasy that was sitting on the back burner for years, and it got like canceled, and then they brought it back, and they just changed the character and the story. Now for the best looking boss in the game. The Looking Glass Knight. The Looking Ass Knight. The ass that the knight that looks at your ass. The Looking Ass Knight. Yeah, dude, it was like on the burner. It was like, I think the engine and stuff were already set up like years ago. I gotta make a phone call real quick when we get down to the next bonfire. Hold on one second. Let me just put my mic on mute. I hope you hear something about the upcoming Wonder Woman game at the next Games Awards. What about fucking Wolverine, dude? That's what I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting for the Wolverine game, bro. Where's the Wolverine game at, man? I want to play that shit.
Thanks, kind.
That shit's gotta be dope as fuck, dude. Wolverine the game. Wolverine's gonna be, hell yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome. You better fucking believe it's gonna be awesome. Venom carried Spider-Man 2. Was it good though? Was it a good game? You finished it, right? The first one was really good. That's why I was like kind of wanting to play the second one. I'm not going to, but really good. I've heard that because people keep saying they want it to win the Game Awards. But I want to play Alan Wake, though. I do want to play that because I've heard of the mechanics of the game, like, and how you play the game is very much like, you know, The Evil Within or something. So that's kind of right up my alley. Supposedly they're also making a God of War offshoot game that isn't God of War, so to look for that one too. Supposedly it's like a spin-off game or something. And then whatever fucking Miyazaki's working on right now is supposed to be pretty cool. I hope. That's cool as shit. Yeah, Kraven's a badass character too, though. So that makes sense. You know, I know it won't happen, but if they remade, like, what's it called? Arkham Asylum, I'd be pretty happy. Or something in the vein of Arkham Asylum would be good. Like, the way that they made it before, kind of closed linear, but semi-open world shit. I kind of miss the Arkham Asylum games, honestly. Really. Let me try that again. I haven't. That's the one I didn't play, dude. Was Arkham Origins. I stopped playing them after that. The one before that one. It's also because I was being a dick though, because Kevin Conroy wasn't gonna voice Batman anymore. I was like, fuck no. It's got to be Kevin Conroy or nothing. I was being an asshole. Because Kevin Conroy is Batman as far as I'm concerned, or he was Batman. But I love Deathstroke. The way he looked in that game was pretty badass. Was that Arkham City? Careful. I'm being careful. I'm being extremely careful. Oh my God. Oh my papa. Come here, dude. What are you fucking doing? What are you doing? I have no idea what that guy's doing. Will you come over here then? I mean, you can come over here, dude. Oh wow, really? They didn't hold back on his violence? That's insane. Yeah, he's just a violent character, dude. Carnage isn't in that universe yet though, right? doobie doobie doo. Doo doobie doobie. It's so hot in this house. Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Come on, dude. Running the wrong way, Ray. You've done this a billion times. How can you run the wrong way?
Human, do not produce light. In that farewell.
Da-da-da-dee.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It's funny, I've played this game so much that people watching, like, I'll hit less a boss and they won't even notice anymore. That's how you know you've played a game into the dirt, man. Like, quite literally. Like, fuck, I've played this game so many fucking times, bro. That's legit too, man. Like, I'm gonna grab some fucking lightning paper real quick.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Leave me be. Oh. If I... Farewell.
Starving me too, I'm really hungry.
I'll be around if you make it back.
I don't know what I'm gonna eat though. I want pizza. I think I feel like eating pizza. I'll make one of those pizzas you put in your oven or some shit, maybe. Oven pizza's the best. Wa-da-da-dee. Wa-da-da-da-da-da-da. Dee-doo-dee-doo. I'm sweating like a freaking pig over here, man. It's so hot. It's so hot over here, baby.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ass munch. Stun lock. Don't kill me. Perfect. Yep. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised we finished the freaking sorcery run yesterday. That was pretty fun. I wish the sorcery looked as cool as it does in Demon Souls and other games. It doesn't. Demon Souls has such cool looking sorcery, man. And that fucking that spell is OP, dude. That Firestorm spell is just so OP, dude. Shit, it's ridiculous.
Take this. Do not.
dee dee doo dee. The mushroom insurance is the best. Yeah, I agree. Chicken pot pie sounds dope, actually. I can totally do a hitless in this game. There's no doubt about it. Totally do one. To the GG. Da 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 da. I mean, the last what two bosses? I mean, the two main bosses, not the dragon. The dragon hit me, but and that run up to the dragon, you know what I mean? We're hitless, so it's like, yeah, I can do it, no problem, really. What is this? Science halberd. Didn't even know I had that.
I'll be around.
Science halberd. Yeah, Scion's halberd, yeah. Cylon halberd. Don't even remember. It's weird looking. Don't hit me. Got it off though. Yeah, boy. Hey boys, come on. I can't kill you yet. I have to kill this guy first. Perfect. Time for Nishandra.
Grave undead.
Alright, 340 no death runs. Two hours and 8 minutes. This is a Wendy's, sir. Yeah, no shit. Should I run a quick one at Demon Souls real quick just for good measure, or no? Could do one in like an hour and a half in Demon Souls just to get it over with. So we'll have 3 for today, and I'll come back tonight and do maybe a couple more or something else.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked,
alright, we'll do a Demon Souls
souls will
real quick.
flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice
Alright, let me start Demon Souls
to
then.
embrace or renounce.